Can you believe it's day 7 of practicing longboard dancing every day for 30 consecutive days? I'm so tired, I'm not gonna go out for a skate today, but I am still doing something that is also practicing for longboard dancing. And it's this balance boarding, which is just good in general for life. I'm 46 years old, and before I started skating, this is in my late 30s, I could start to feel the awareness of the bottom of my feet. The toes were stiff, the whole foot was just like a solid log. And this type of thing, in fact skating, any type of skating, gives you such good awareness of the soles of your feet. It really helps with balance of all kinds for any situation. But of course we're doing this for longboard dancing, so let's focus on that. It's just a cheap little piece of plank. I had this made for 150 Rand at the hardware store up the road. Of course you can get a fancy balance board, which these days are not that expensive anymore anyway. But yes, and this is just a yoga roller that I bought at Mr. Price Sport. You can actually get this basically at any sports shop. I should be better at this because I started doing this a very long time ago, but because I wasn't consistent, I'm still here at beginner level. The thing that nobody talks about is actually using an old yoga mat. So I wouldn't recommend doing this on a new yoga mat, because your wheels are going to rip up the rubber of the yoga mat. But an old one, that's worn out, and instead of throwing it out, just use it for your longboard dance practice. I know how hard it is to start stepping on a board for the first time, and nobody is there to explain to you how it's going to feel. That feeling of weirdness and scariness actually goes away. You only realize it when you do it and you go through the process. So I could not even do this without falling off the board when I first started. This is part of how I learned. You step and you start to feel where your balance should be. It's not as if you're stepping on the back of the board, because there's wheels at the bottom, and the wheels can roll a little bit, not too much because it's on rubber. So you get kind of a more real feel of how your balance should be when you're doing different things. The step that I seriously need to get better at, I've been trying to do it, but I'm really not that good. It feels really different to do the reverse Peter Pan. I don't know why it is that way, it just is. So I should practice this more on this yoga mat. I hope you can hear me. You see, the body doesn't know this move so well yet, so it's really off balance, but I know I'm trusting the process. With time, I will get to feel how it's actually supposed to feel like. But when I start, I'm just starting out. Well, I'm not starting out. I've been trying this for a long time. This is taking a bit longer. But here, you even see in one session, you start to kind of feel more comfortable in the movement of the body. That's at least what I experienced. Another thing I feel I need to and want to practice today is, I guess you can call this like preparation for manuals, or just, I think it's just preparation for any kind of lifting of the board. I do this often. I do this often on my yoga mat. I've tried it on, smooth surface, but I've never managed to do more than just this. Let's say that amount on like when I'm skating. But I am doing these exercises on my lanyard watercolor that I got at Baboon Boards a long time ago. It's my first board, my first real dancing longboard. Oof. I'm really tired today. My head is a bit foggy, so I'm not going to push myself beyond what I'm comfortable with. One foot is always better than the other, of course. It's weird because the foot I expect to be better is actually worse. There we are. Anyway, I'm really tired. I'm gonna do a little bit more of this, but it's goodbye from me for now. I'll see you in the next one, day 8. So this is the end of my first week. I can't believe I did 7 days. Not of skating, that's easy. But I'm gonna tell you, I underestimated how much effort it is to make a video for every day.